Ayo, what's going on, you guys? OCKY here, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. Now, this is an army that I have created, and I can say that I absolutely wrecked bases in Clash of Clans, which is weird because I was just about to quit Clash of Clans, and here I am. I created an army. I tested a few times this army, and today I was just, you know what, chat, we're gonna send it in Legend League today. I didn't necessarily go plus 320. That is kind of clickbait, but I did go plus 284. I hit 6 raids, all 6 I 3-starred. I 1-starred once because I completely was getting too excited with my chat, and so we 1-starred once because I just wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. And then I time failed to start once more because I also wasn't really paying attention. And but yeah, every other base completely crushed. We're going to be hopping into some replays. My army link will be at the very top of the description. All that I ask is that you please drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And since I'm not attacking live, we will be watching my raids live, and I will be commentating live to you guys. Anyways, here in this base, obviously, my best fireball is on the core. We'll 2x speed it here just to see exactly what I did. I kind of was literally too lit with my chat, so I don't exactly remember how I did it. I believe that this raid was pretty last second though. This one does come pretty close at the end because I'm gonna ward in charge for quite the long time if I'm not mistaken here. As you guys could tell, we're getting close to 2 minutes on the timer and we haven't even taken out that expo yet. Let's 4x actually just to see when I even launch my fireball. So we're at 2 minutes when I launched my fireball. Beautiful fireball, in my opinion. Could have maybe been better, but oh well. And then here, that's how you want to do it. So let's just replay that really quickly, actually. Just because I want to make sure you guys know exactly how I'm playing it out, right? So let's just 4x here until we've already done the warden. Boom. Always one balloon to test for the warden first. Obviously, if you fall into traps with that one balloon, then send the other one. But if you don't fall into traps, save that other balloon for when you drop your root riders and everything. So here, we're launching the fireball, right? And we hit the fireball. Now, if you can tell, the warden he's unfrozen. The invis is off. So now the warden is going to start coming right here, and he's going to start destroying these. Now, what you'll see me do here is I'm going to drop my root riders right next to him, my throwers, everything right here next to him, to send us into this scatter shot, basically. Then I will be dropping my RC down here, so that way she, like with her, the electro, whatever you call it, the electro boots, they will take out these buildings to funnel my king, so my king stays with the army. So let's go ahead and continue. And yeah, as you guys can see here, king, queen, all inside, RC on the opposite side right here to take out these few buildings. I even dropped the witch and the minions to keep the king in, and king goes in. Oh, king comes out actually in this raid. Okay, very unfortunate funneling by me, but actually it works out in the long run because you really don't need your king to be in the base at all times. Watch this right here. My healers are like all spread apart. I think most of them are actually even dead. But look at these throwers. My throwers, by the way, killed the long shot. Then my Archer Queen ability is perfect in the core right there. We'll keep it on 2x. The Yetis are coming from my troop launcher to destroy all that. I put the own CC, my own CC, everything is by me. This army might exist somewhere, but I never watched anyone use this army. This is just me using this army by myself. I created this army by myself. I'm taking full credit. I don't care. But yeah, absolutely crushed this base. It did get close on time, especially with that tornado trap there, though. But let's go on and straight into the second attack here. I'm only going to show my wins because my losses are not that important. Obviously, we could show the losses to show exactly how I time failed. This one, you're going to be impressed how we even still won this. My warden, like, gets attached to my Yeti, and basically, we get, like, the healers. I think, like, 2 healers die in this. But, yeah, this one's going to be a pretty interesting right here. Look, the healers go to the Yeti, which thank God that there's not a lot of offensive stuff to, like, kill my warden right here. But look at this. Beautiful fireball still. Boom. Fireball, like, absolutely perfect. And now the healers are on the warden. 1 healer or 2 healers died. Perfectly in there with that. Now, pause. I believe in this one, I go with my Archer Queen. Yeah. So, in this raid right here, I went Archer Queen to help with the funnel, and I went with RC. And if you can't tell, I don't have my king placed yet. Why do I not have my king placed yet? Because there's too many buildings here. There's way too many buildings here. And if I drop my king right now, well, I do drop him in a bit. I'm pretty sure probably right after I resume here, I will be dropping my king. But you want to wait until you can set the funnel so your king definitely goes in with the rest. So watch. We're waiting. King comes now at the top. And mostly everything is down. And now, boom, king's going to go in. And it's perfect. It's going to work out perfect. I believe even my king gets distracted by the clan castle troops. And look at him. He's right in the core, which gives me a beautiful raid spell right here on this thrower. On these throwers right here. King ability, perfect. And then we have my last totem spell that I dropped right there as well for that Rico cannon. And yeah, this one gets close on time as well. But look at the throwers down here, man. I believe they even take out that Inferno Tower right there. Now my Warden and like minions and everything. I've messed with this army so many times. I've removed so many throwers. I've removed balloons. I've removed everything to give myself more and more cleanup troops. And I'm so happy that we did, because if I didn't have those minions and archers, this base would not have been crushed. I'm not going to lie. Look at the timer. It gets close as well. I mean, but this timer is just considering when this raid ends. But the timer was close in general. But yeah, another 3-star. And I'm really happy that I played my RC the way I did. It might have seemed weird to you guys, but it worked out perfectly. I do have one raid, I believe, where I lost my Warden early. And I've lost my Warden early a lot of times in my, like, yesterday's Legend League attacks. Dude, if the Warden dies, you can still 3-star. It's never over, and I love that about this army. We got lucky here. This guy doesn't even have a crafted defense. Let's just speed up this raid here. Looks like we saved 30 seconds on this raid here. Yeah, Warden's going nuts. I believe we rage up. We do a, like, rage where you're not really wanting to rage, but just because I wanted to get this beautiful fireball down here. And yeah, we do. Perfect. We can save our poison as well, because since there's no CC, we can save our poison. Archer Queen again. So, most of the time, I'm using RC away and Archer Queen with the king. Most of the time. It's very rare that I put Archer Queen on the outside to funnel, but it's just because I think my viewer on TikTok, his name is Ionic, brought it up to me. He said, yo, well, he told me put my Barbarian King on the side, but I was like, hello, dude, are you trying to set me up for failure? Never put your Barbarian King on the side. Barbarian King always has to go with the throwers, with the Warden into the center. Always. That's never I mean, sure, it worked out for me that one time, but preferably send the Barbarian King in the core. Archer Queen can go on the side because she has the Giant, which will also distract defenses like down here. And she can clean up the outside so that way everything goes in the inside. RC, I dropped her up here, actually. So you guys will see here how that worked out for me. I believe she gets pretty decent value. She takes out there you go. She takes out that, and I believe she dies because I stopped paying attention to her. Oh, she even takes out the Inferno up there, which is lit. Barbarian King ability was pretty bad, but now my Queen's inside, and Queen's gonna do work. And also, I believe I do minions over here to distract this guy for even longer, and to save my Witch, which is insane right there. And just look at how much we've got left alive here, dude. Just insane. I believe I won 5 raids, lost my 6th, 7th, and then won my 8th. So I went 5 raids, all 3-stars, and that's what kind of made me crash with the 6th and 7th, because I was so hyped. I was like, oh my god, and I lost track, man. I didn't keep my composure, but boom, crushing these bases. We're going to hop into another one here. I'm going to show all my 3-stars. So yeah, here we go. Again, it's not like these bases are easy or anything like that. This army is just really good. I believe I hit a beautiful Warden Fireball as well in this one. I can't remember it at the top of my head, but I want to say I fireballed the Builder Hut, but I don't know exactly. Actually, I don't think I fireballed the Builder Hut. I think I fireballed the Inferno Tower. Because I don't think we take out the Revenge Tower. Let's see this one here. Yeah, those Yetis took out the multi-archer tower, which was really good for me as well right there. We'll 4x just because I want to see what did I even fireball here. I know I fireballed the core, but I just... Oh, I fireballed a wizard tower and it still did that much. Dude, look at that wizard. And if I was a better player, I would have earthquaked a little bit more so that way I could have gotten this other wizard tower. But boom. As you guys can tell, Archer Queen again on the side. Because there was a lot down that way. RC, she is right down the middle, I guess, with everything else. And not ability immediately. We also poison on the minion prince right there. Boom. Another totem spell to distract the multi. But then, bro, that totem spell got cooked, and I didn't even realize that. But just look at how much we've got left alive here. These healers are somehow staying alive, which is great. But you don't even really need the healers towards the end of the raid here. Like, boom. RC is going to die down here. She dies right at this bomb hut, I believe. At this bomb, whatever you call them. Yes, I have a droid. But I believe she does die right there. Yeah, boom. She dies from a giant bomb. But so much left alive, dude. 3 heroes left. Insane. This army is so nuts, man. Yeah, dude, guys, please give this army a try by all means. Over here with this base, I believe I fireballed the multi-gear. Um, this base was also pretty interesting. Again, no crafted defense. I don't think it would have mattered. Um, a lot of people on my stream today try to discredit my attacks and say that like, oh, rushed bases or like not max bases, but like, dude, okay, you know what I mean? I don't know, dude. Let me know what you guys think of the army itself. Let me know what you guys think of my attacks from today. Do you guys think... Oh, look, I even missed my earthquakes again because I'm that bad of a player. I missed my earthquakes and still 3-starred. And it looks like my warden's already dead as well. So warden's dead. Everything's like kind of looking like it's going to be cooked. And how do I 3-star? Because this army is really strong. Look at the RC right here. She's doing her job. She's doing great. I believe, yeah, we totem spelled, but somehow she still died because I think that enemy RC, it didn't get distracted by the totem spell in time. But yeah, this is not even looking like a 3-star. How does this go? Oh my days, the throwers. Yeah, look. So guys, this is what I was trying to say actually. These throwers are just, you can't stop them. And obviously, thankfully for my cleanup troops, this is exactly why I bring like 9,000 troops now. Is for this exact reason, dude. But yeah. Everything went to hell with this raid, and we still pulled it off, man. You just want to try and keep those throwers going in and keep those healers on those throwers, and you win raids, dude. Let me know what you guys think of this army. Let me know what you guys think of Town Hall 18. Are you guys doing well? Are you guys kind of struggling? But yeah, I also kind of want to just give a kind of a deeper explanation on why the pets and why the equipment. So obviously the Warden has a Fireball, and why are you thinking maybe Rage Gem? The Rage Gem is because when you're launching a Fireball, you don't want to waste an Eternal Tome because, you know, Eternal Tome is meant for the core of the base or when you're taking a lot of damage. And if you have an Eternal Tome, that means you're not going to be launching the best Fireball because you would have to be already committing to the attack with all your troops. So that's why you have the Rage Gem, so it can heal the healer, so it can rage the healers kind of a little bit, and the rest of your army if your Warden doesn't die. The Barbarian King, the Earthquake Boots, in my opinion, could honestly be traded out. If you want to put King on the outsides and have him go outsides, you could take the Snake Puppet. Snake Puppet would also probably be very strong with this. I just always like the Earthquake Boots. That's just my personal preference on that. In a lot of these raids, as you could tell, my Barbarian King ends up kind of always going on the outside, so maybe it wouldn't even be that bad to take the Snake Puppet, the Snake Bracelet, just because even if you don't get that Earthquake on in the core to open up wall segments, your throwers are so strong. Like, if they can all target the same wall, they'll break that wall with like 2 throws from all the throwers that are there. So it's almost like you don't even really need the Earthquake Boots. I just have them because they also do a little bit of damage to everything, especially with a Spiky Ball. It makes up for a good sequence. The Archer Queen, she's got the Frosty. Frosty is probably the #1 pet in Clash of Clans. You have to have Frosty in some sort of way. Always, he's really good. Clutched up raids from you tons of times. The Frostmites, they're kind of like little tiny free spells that go and hit buildings and slow them down. So it's really good, especially with the totem spells and everything being in the game now. Frosty's really OP. the mirror that I have for the queen is because of that funneling, like you guys saw right there in a lot of these raids, to kind of help with those funnels on the side, so that way you can get your army to go in. Giant arrow could be useful, especially against like invis bases, but not 6-7. But I don't know, dude. In my opinion, Giant Arrow is more of like for air attack strategies. I'm not too bothered by an invis, go off invis spell. I've got 2 rage spells and totem spells. So it's like, I don't really care to like not go directly into an invis and have to go around. I don't think it really affects me too hard. And obviously the action figure giant is just probably the number one queen ability that you can use is the action figure. I think that in most case scenarios, action figures preferred for the queen. So yeah, that's why for the queen. And as for the RC, could you go with the Seeking Shield or Hog Riders or something like that? Probably. Would they be as good as the Electro Boots? Probably not. Just because in most bases right now, you actually might be able to save 1 or 2 invis spells for the RC. And that could mean that you can kind of do an RC charge, especially now that she'll have the Electro Boots in that RC charge. It'll be very useful. The Rocket Spear, in my opinion, is probably the best the Rocket Spear is probably the best Royal Champion equipment, in my opinion. Just because she can kind of stay at a range and kind of gun down a few core defenses, like you guys seen in those replays. So if you're gonna replace anything, maybe you replace the Electro Boots for the Seeking Shield, probably. But even then, I don't think so. So if you don't have these leveled up, obviously for the Warden you have to have Fireball. Fireball is the core thing keeping this army alive. For the King, if you don't have, for example, Spiky Ball upgraded, by all means use Earthquake Boots and like the Giant Gauntlet, or even just use Rage Gem and Giant Gauntlet and have them go towards the outsides. Or even in the core, like Rage Gem Giant Gauntlet is still really good for the Barbarian King, especially with Phoenix. That's really, really good. For the Queen, if you don't have Mirror and the action figure puppet, then Giant. That's another notification. If you don't have Mirror and the action figure puppet for the Queen, then use Giant Arrow and Healers. And if you don't have Rocket Spear or Electro Boots for the RC, then probably bring Haste Vial and Hog Riders, but that's for lower level town halls and everything like that. If you're at town hall 18 or 17, I'm pretty sure you have everything unlocked. By all means, use even lower level equipments. This army is pretty strong, and it's not really much relying on hero equipments like a lot of armies do. That's one thing that I really enjoy about this army. It's kind of relying on keeping your throwers alive, which means your King, Queen, Warden, and RC are not like heroes that you're keep them alive, and stressing over them throughout the raid. With that being said, I consider this army a fairly easy army. I know that Warden Fireball might be a little bit challenging, but practice with it a little bit in your friendly challenges, and yeah, I think that you'll find a lot of success using this army. And yeah, it's once again, it's at the very top of the description, so feel free to use that. Also, if you guys ever want to buy energy drinks, right here, look, code I'm OCKY on the Dubby website. I will have the link for Dubby down at the description. If you guys want to buy energy drinks or anything like that, if you use my creator code, you will get 10% off your purchase. And Team Razor, I'm a Razor affiliate now, so if you guys want to go and shop with Razor, I have an affiliate link that I will also post down on my description. Thank you guys for watching this video. It's been your boy OCKY, and I'm out. Peace.